Flag drops. Oh, as one rider loops out on the start, everyone else has to avoid him. And another rider stalls on the grid. A spectacular start there, but nobody injured. And they're all looking to get away. I think that rider that went down on the start, number 126, still on the grid trying to get the bike restarted. And he gets away with a little less fanfare than before. Number 120 that was, with a bit of trouble on the start. But they're all away, and George Hopper, number 110, emerges as the early leader going through Carousel and heading up towards the S's and Devil's Elbow for the first time. So George Hopper leads from one of the front-running names in Mini GP. Ryan Frost in second place. Ash Barnes, number 8, in third, who ran very well in the Winter Series. Bailey Harker, Liam Quayle, and Chase Collingwood, another one who was a front-runner, running well in sixth place. They come past the first corner. Very, very close indeed between George Hopper and Ryan Frost. They're neck and neck. Ryan Frost has a look on the outside, but doesn't quite make it. And Ryan Frost has the run up the hill though. Tries the inside, but George Hopper shuts the door on him. Good and proper there, actually. Ryan Frost has to back off. It's still Ash Barnes in third place. Bailey Harker, Liam Quayle, Chase Collymore, Rossi Brown, Max Bartle, and Zach Shelton rounding out the top 10. George Hopper starts to pull away from Ryan Frost through Carousel going into the second half of the lap. Now we've got waved yellows coming up towards Devil's Elbow. One of our back marks has gone down, and that rider's okay, but walks away and looks like he's out of the race. And it looks like George Hopper has started to pull away from Ryan Frost as they cross the line. There we see the battle for third place. We've got Ash Barnes in third, and the rider in shot now, Bailey Harker, currently in fourth. Harker in fourth place. Chase Collymore still there in sixth place, and Rossi Brown. Max Bartle goes through with Zach Shelton behind him. One rider actually a bit further down the field who's on the move, who I should mention really, is Marshall Richardson. Stalled the bike on the start line and was pretty much right at the back of the field, but starting to fight through to 10th place. We've got Ben Watson, the rider who looped out spectacularly on the start. He's starting to make his way back through the field as well, so we'll keep an eye out for those two tail enders. But certainly Marshall Richardson didn't get a very good start, but certainly making up for lost time. George Hopper leads the way. Ryan Frost in second place. Third place, number 8, Ash Barnes, and then the battle for fourth. We just see him going through Devil's Elbow now, and emerging in fourth place, number 46, Liam Quayle, now starting to hold on to that gap from Chase Collymore. We're just seeing some of the riders coming into the final corner now, and this guy is the one on the move here, Marshall Richardson, who's having a scrap with Max Bartle and Zach Shelton. There they go through the first corner, and Max Bartle just holding off Shelton. Richardson in 10th place. The rental bike currently in 11th position. You see the question marks there. That's the guest rider in 11th place from Joe Woodward. Jacob Ford in there as well. This battle we're looking at the moment is for 8th place from Max Bartle, who goes down the inside. Looks like Marshall Richardson has moved up to 9th place, getting past Zach Shelton, but that battle's still very much on for 8th position. And there we see number 12 there, Max Bartle guarding the inside line. Richardson, as we say, didn't get a good start. Runs wide into Devil's Elbow, and Richardson had a look, but not quite close enough. There is a yellow flag there. I think there's a stationary rider on the side of the track, but not really affecting the race. And that was the rider who came off at the start of the race, but looks like they're a retirement now. So here we see the battle for 8th place, and Marshall Richardson, now clear in 9th, is having a look at Max Bartle as they go up the hill into the top corner. Oh, it's close indeed as Richardson has a look on the outside. And does he make the pass stick? Yes, what a move there though from Marshall Richardson. Goes round the outside of Max Bartle and moves into 8th place. Down towards Carousel they go. Richardson well and truly on the move. George Hopper is still your race leader. Goes round the first corner. Ryan Frost still in 2nd place. And Ryan Frost is starting to close up on the race leader. They're going to the top of the mountain now. We'll cut back to these two leaders any moment now. You should see how close it is at the front. And here we are. Here's the battle for the lead. There's Ryan Frost coming down the hill now. It was 1.6 seconds covering the top two riders. And I think he may have taken the lead, actually. Ryan Frost really on the move. And there he is, number 24, Ryan Frost, now making his way down the hill through the S's, heading towards Devil's Elbow. George Hopper goes through in the lead, so Hopper pulling away. Ryan Frost in second place. Here he comes. Ryan Frost in second place into the final corner, so George Hopper still leads the way. Hopper now at the top of the mountain section, making his way back down the hill. Ryan Frost in second place. And there's Ryan Frost, your second place man, the leader. Meanwhile, George Hopper is going through Carousel, making his way up towards the S's, up towards these two rides, still having their battle there. We see Zach Shelton and Max Bartle. They're being closed on now by George Hopper, who's making his way through Carousel. Bailey Harker, meanwhile, gets back in the race, down in 14th position. Way down the field as number 110, the race leader George Hopper, goes round the first corner, up the hill, and now threading his way through the back markers. The gap actually is going up between George Hopper and Ryan Frost in second place. Frost coming into the final corner. There he is on your screen, number 24 in second place. So Frost in second, the gap going up to nearly 19 seconds as George Hopper goes into Carousel and starts to thread his way through the back markers. So 110, George Hopper, your race leader, running a good race so far. Heading towards Devil's Elbow any moment now. We should be seeing Hopper. There's Frost in second place, although he's almost 20 seconds down. The race leader, 110, George Hopper, coming into the final corner now. And really on a charge. He's got number 25, Bailey Harker, in front of him. They go through the first corner as Hopper goes wide. There he is on the outside of number 25, Bailey Harker. And your race leader, there he goes, charging into the top corner. 110, George Hopper, who's just lapped Bailey Harker, who is in 15th place. Bailey Harker, I think, had some mechanical trouble at the start of the race. And here we see one of the midfield scraps still going on there. Ryan Frost just gone through in second place, with Ash Barnes a few seconds down in third. He's just going past the finish line now, battling away with one just lapped Joe Duggan, who's the guest rider, in 10th place on your timer screens. Illiam Quayle still in fourth from Chase Collymore. And somebody's gone down on Devil's Elbow. Oh, and that's Marshall Richardson. It's not been his race, and he looks furious. Marshall Richardson was in 7th place. Nightmare start, his hands on his hips, and he looks absolutely dejected. He's all right, but not at the best of races for Marshall Richardson. And with Richardson dropping out, they're trying to get the bike restarted. That means that the rest of the top 10 will go up a place, of course. Max Bartle goes up to 7th place. Zach Shelton into 8th. Richardson is still stationary in Devil's Elbow. And we're just looking down the timing screens here. There's number 7, Chase Collymore, who's running strongly in 5th place. And you can see that Rossi Brown not too far behind him, number 8. So Collymore, we were saying before about him, he's really come on leaps and bounds in the Winter Series. And he's really starting 2017 with a bang so far. George Hopper then still your race leader. It looks like, meanwhile, that Richardson out of the race as George Hopper takes the checkered flag. So it's a race win for number 110, George Hopper. Great ride for him, and really pulling away from the rest of the field. It looks like second is going to be Ryan Frost, who's making his way up towards the final corner now. Number 24, Ryan Frost, will bring it home in second place, with Ash Barnes, number 8, who ran so well in the Winter Series, starting 2017 in good form as he takes third position. So a bit of confusion here, but Ryan Frost takes the lead from Ash Barnes. Well, the race has started anyway. There is one rider still out on the track. So for whatever reason, the race has started, so we'll continue with things as they are, with Ryan Frost leading from Ash Barnes in second place. Ben Watson, Marshall Richardson in 4th place, Bailey Harker. Good clean start. They all make their way round. So George Hopper it was who was late leaving the waiting zone. He's just crossed the line in 16th place. But the race has started, so confusion at the start, it would seem, and that will certainly play into Ryan Frost's hands with Ash Barnes in second place. Ben Watson not too far behind in third position from Marshall Richardson. They go through Devil's Elbow for the first time. And as the leaders cross the line on lap number 1, Ryan Frost leads the way from Ash Barnes right on his tail in second place. We've got Ben Watson third, Iliam Quayle fourth from Marshall Richardson, Bailey Harker and Rossi Brown making up the lead group. And so the race is still going despite the fact that George Hopper was still down the field, and Hopper not wasting any time. George Hopper actually has set the fastest lap of the race, 50.930. He's down in 16th place. And he's already starting to side his way through the back markers. So a bit of bad luck there for George Hopper. And let's see what he can do. He's going down towards Carousel. The leaders, meanwhile, making their way through Devil's Elbow up towards the final corner. Headed by number 24, Ryan Frost. So down the inside goes Ash Barnes, but Ryan Frost fights back. They go round the first corner, and we've got a battle on here for the lead of the Supermoto 140. Ash Barnes trying to fight back again, but Ryan Frost pulls away up the hill. Into the top corner they go. And Ash Barnes, he looks quicker down towards Carousel. Barnes had a peek down the inside there, but Ryan Frost has the line through Carousel. George Hopper, meanwhile, he's fought his way through to 12th place, just behind Joe Duggan and Zach Shelton. Third place, number 120, Ben Watson. Then we have Iliam Quayle, Marshall Richardson a bit further behind, Bailey Harker and Rossi Brown. Ryan Frost leading then from Ash Barnes in second. It's still number 120, Ben Watson. Small gap in third place and a battle for fourth between Iliam Quayle and Marshall Richardson. The action now, though, is between Bailey Harker, the rider in front of this little group here, number 25, Rossi Brown, and the man on the move, which 313 also in there as well, in 8th place, having a really close battle there. A bit further behind we have Max Bartle, Zach Shelton and George Hopper, who's gone down the inside of Shelton up to 10th place. So Bailey Harker, 25, leads them down the hill. And the man on the move, just coming down towards Carousel now, is number 110, say George Hopper, who's left behind at the start and has fought his way through. We think in 10th place now. Let's just confirm the lap chart. It looks like he's in 10th. And there he is, number 110. George Hopper, who won't be too happy with the circumstances there, but he's certainly making good. He's coming up to, I think, 10th place. Ryan Frost still leads the way and starts to break away slightly from Ash Barnes. We're going to concentrate here on George Hopper, who starts to get involved in this battle in the top 10. Hopper up to 9th place now, and he is right on the tail of this 7th place battle. He sided his way down the inside. What a move there from George Hopper. They're trading handlebars into the top corner here, and it looks like Hopper's now in 8th. Max Bartle just in the front here as well. They make their way down towards the Carousel corner, and there's Hopper, and George Hopper now has gone through, I believe, to 7th place. Started to close up on Rossi Brown. The leaders make their way round the final corner. There's number 7 in there as well, which I think could be Chase Collymore, perhaps on a borrowed transponder maybe. Ryan Frost still leads the way. We've got Ash Barnes in second, Ben Watson third, Marshall Richardson still in 4th place from Iliam Quayle. And George Hopper has moved up to 6th place on that previous lap. We've still got a few more laps to go in this race, and Hopper's starting to close up with the leaders. Meanwhile, number 24, there we see Ryan Frost well and truly amongst the back markers, scything his way through. He can't afford to relax though, because Ash Barnes is in 2nd place. The leaders now making their way down towards Devil's Elbow, and Ryan Frost is clear of the back markers. Ash Barnes, number 8 in 2nd place, just trying to struggle past that final back marker. Now he's clear, but losing a bit of ground to Ryan Frost, who comes round the final corner and takes the last lap board. So Frost leads. Barnes in 2nd. 3rd place, still number 120, Ben Watson. Watson now pulling away from Marshall Richardson in 4th place and Iliam Quayle in 5th. George Hopper still charging away in 6th place, trying to close up on that little gaggle of riders who are amongst the back markers. There's 28 there in 4th place. Saw Ben Watson 1-2-0 going through. Iliam Quayle should be in there somewhere. Well, there's Quayle. Just looking to see where George... There's Hopper now coming down the inside of the back markers, and he has got number 46, Iliam Quayle, the 5th place rider, right in front of him. And Hopper trying to fight his way past number 114, Kira Williamson. Gets bulked slightly and loses out, but he's going to continue the fight. Meanwhile, into the final corner, number 24, Ryan Frost, will take the checkered flag. Race win for Ryan Frost. It's Ash Barnes in 2nd place, Ben Watson in 3rd, Marshall Richardson 4th, and who's going to finish in 5th place? It's George Hopper, who fights through to 5th position. Iliam Quayle has to settle for 6th place with Jacob Ford just a lap down there. So race win for Ryan Frost from Ash Barnes in 2nd place, Ben Watson in 3rd, Marshall Richardson 4th, and George Hopper fighting through to 5th place.